In last week's video, I talked about my heat exchanger being warped. Here you can see where the indent of the heat exchanger on the heat chamber is hit and miss. 3 o'clock position, 9 o'clock position, I've got contact. Noon and 6 o'clock, I don't have contact. And here on the heat exchanger, you can see that there is a dark area where it is overheated from heat gases or the exhaust into the heat exchanger. It is going out the side, and you can smell it in the room. So my initial thought was to put some gasket sealer on the gasket. Problem was, after about a half an hour, the gasket sealer turned to a white powder. It overheated. So what I did was I followed one comment from the first video. The person said, get a thicker gasket. I looked around and it was tough trying to find a thick, high temperature gasket. Then it dawned on me, thick, high temperature gaskets are standard on wood stoves. So I went to Home Depot and I picked up this door gasket kit. It is 3/8 of an inch thick. So I took that rope and I cut a section of it, and in this next clip you'll see how I installed it and tested it. What I'm thinking is wrapping that around that pipe just like that, overlapping the edges a little bit, and then carefully putting the heat exchanger down on it. It might seal. It's got to seal better than the factory seal, because the factory seal isn't working because it was warped. The sealing area was warped because the factory didn't put the burner mat down correctly. So it was high. It caused overfire, which then warped either my heat chamber or my heat exchanger. One of the two. Well, there you can see it in there. Looks like it's squashed down pretty good. Let's hope it seals. Well, in the short term, it looks like that rope gasket is going to work. I've run it for 2 days now, and not a hint of exhaust in the room. So I think that the thickness and the squishiness of that rope gasket will take care of the warpage of either the heat chamber or the heat exchanger. So that's going to save me about $750 replacing all that equipment, which I wouldn't want to do anyway.